we are going to do a discussion about chapter 1, number system and equation. This chapter has two parts, which is real numbers and indices, surds and logarithms. In real numbers, there are 6 types of numbers, which is natural numbers, prime numbers, whole numbers, integers, the rational numbers, and the irrational number. Next, we go to the interval. We have 3 parts. First, the real number line, union and intersection, and interval notation. Now, we go to the surd and part 2. Surd, indices, and logarithms. Surds is an irrational number and expressed in terms of root sign. In general, it can show as a roots, which means the root was the positive integer and a is the real number. A is not a perfect square. A is greater than 0. If a is a real number and n is a positive integer, then a to the power of n is equal to a times a times a times a. This time is dependent on the power of n. The number n is called the base and n is called the index. A to the power of m times a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. When multiplied the same base, the power must be at the second. A to the power of m divided a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. The third is open bracket a to the power of m close bracket power of n is equal to a to the power of m n. When the power is in the bracket and out the bracket, the power must be multiplied. All its words where a is greater than 0 and a is not equal to 1. Lastly, logarithms. Concept of logarithms. X is the logarithm of n to which some number must be raised to give n, where b is the base of the logarithm. This logarithm is opposite form of indices. For example, b the power of x equal to n is the index form. When we change to the logarithm form, it's b log b n equal to x. Next, we go to the example question.
Okay, for question logarithm, find the value of x in log 4 minus x base 2 plus log 6 base 2 equal to 3. As Afiq already mentioned, there is a symbol of plus, so we can multiply it. And as we know, any number is same as the base equal to 1. So we're gonna change 3 to 3 log 2 base 2. Okay, so here we got log 4 minus x multiplied by 6 base 2 equal to 3 log 2 base 2. So we simplify it. We got log 24 minus 6x base 2 and log 2 power 3 base 2. So log 2 power 3, we can change it to log 8 base 2. So both side has a log, so we can simplify it to 24 minus 6x equal to 8. And then we got 6x equal to 16, and the final answer is x is equal 8/3.
So for the next is we are going to discuss about the question that related with the indices. So the question given is 3 to the power of 4 times with 3 to the power of 2, and then we have to divide with 27. So as what Afiq has presented before, we can simplify this kind of question using the law of indices. So if we can see the question 3 to the power of 4 times with 3 to the power of 2. As what we can clearly see right now, we have the same base numbers, which is 3. So we just simplify it, the power number up there, 4 and 2. We have to add 4 and 2, and then it will be 3 to the power of 4 plus 2. Next, we will get 3 to the power of 6 over 27. As what we know that we can simplify the 27 to index number, which is 3 to the power of 3. So as what we have heard before, like what Afiq has presented, based on the not given there also, we can use the law of indices that a to the power of x over a to the power of y, we can simplify as a to the power of x minus y. So as what we clearly see right now, we have 3 to the power of 6 over 3 to the power of 3. So we still have the same base number, so we can just use the law of indices. So we will simplify that fractions to 3 to the power of 6 minus 3, and then we solve it and we get 3 to the power of 3. Note that you have to evaluate that kind of value, so we will get 27 as our final answer.
For the third question, rationalize the denominator of the fraction 8 over 5 plus Z2. Because the Z is at the denominator, we need to multiply the top and the bottom of the fraction by the denominator with the sign changed. Meaning, plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. This means we must multiply by 5 minus. This is going to involve some bracket expanding. The numerator becomes 8 over 5 plus Z2 multiplied by 5 minus Z2 over 5 minus Z2, which gives us 8 multiplies by 5 minus Z2 over 5 plus Z2 minus 5 plus Z2 multiplied by 5 minus Z2. Now we need to multiply out the top and the bottom of the fraction, and then we simplify. For the numerator, we have 8 multiplied by 5 minus Z2. If we expand, we get 8 multiplied by 5 plus 8 multiplied by negative Z2, which gives us 40 minus 8 Z2. For the denominator, we have 5 plus Z2 multiplied by 5 minus Z2, which gives us 5 square minus 5 Z2 plus 5 Z2. Then we expand and we get 25 minus 5 Z2 plus 5 Z2. And then we have 25 minus, which gives the answer 23. Therefore, we can now reform our fraction, giving our final answer as 40 minus Z2 over 23.
A question or the explanation, I think is all for our discussion about this chapter today. I hope you guys understand this chapter. Thank you for your cooperation.